Snooker has experienced heartbreak and a great deal of drama over the years. These remarkable competitions draw spectators from all around the world in addition to testing the competitors' resilience. From unexpected failures to chances passed up under extreme pressure, these incidents have a lasting effect on the sport's records. In this video, we will look at some of the most heartbreaking events in snooker, showcasing the emotional highs and lows that have defined the careers of numerous players and kept fans on the edge of their seats. In 2013, Robert Milkins produced a stunning upset by knocking world number 2 Neil Robertson out of the World Snooker Championship at the Crucible. The 37-year-old from Gloucester clinched a 10-8 victory after trailing 5-4. Robertson struggled throughout the match, allowing Milkins to capitalize on his opportunities. Milkins' triumph was particularly notable given his personal struggles. 6 years prior, he faced severe financial and individual issues, including the loss of both parents and a painful divorce. Friends helped him turn his life around, providing him support and stability. This positive change in his personal life significantly impacted his snooker career, lifting him to a career-best 19th in the world rankings. Robert Milkins continued his campaign in the 2013 World Snooker Championship. In the second round, Milkins faced Ricky Walden. Despite his strong performance in the first round, Milkins was unable to maintain his momentum. Walden proved to be a challenging opponent, and Milkins struggled to find the same level of play he had seen through his match against Robertson. Walden ultimately defeated Milkins, ending his impressive run in the tournament. Although Milkins did not advance further, his first-round victory over Robertson was a significant highlight of his career and demonstrated his potential to compete at a high level. John Higgins and David Gilbert had an entertaining and emotional encounter during the semi-finals of the 2019 World Snooker Championship. Legendary four-time world champion John Higgins was facing number 1 David Gilbert in the Crucible semi-final. The tournament featured fierce competition and high drama, ending in a nail-biter. Higgins and Gilbert traded frames in a highly contested battle, with both players displaying impressive skill and composure under pressure. As the tournament went on, the tension grew and the outcome was uncertain until the very end. Aiming for his first final, Gilbert played exceptionally well, pushing Higgins to the limit. This match reached a crucial final, with Higgins' experience and determination ultimately prevailing. He managed a narrow 17-16 victory, leaving Gilbert heartbroken. Overwhelmed by the close defeat and the emotional breakdown of the match, Gilbert was seen crying and received high praise for his emotional performance and sportsmanship. John Higgins faced Judd Trump in the final. Despite a valiant effort, Trump defeated Higgins, skillfully winning the contest 18-9. Kyron Wilson and Anthony McGill had an unforgettable and impressive match in the semi-finals of the 2020 World Snooker Championship. Both athletes were vying for their first chance at a world final, making the stakes surprisingly high. The match was a back-and-forth battle, with Wilson and McGill showing great skill and determination. Tensions rose as the frames were replaced, making this the edge of their seating experience for the audience. Neither player wanted to quit, leading to fierce competition. The drama pinnacled in the final picture, which turned out to be one of the most exciting in Crucible history. Both players made a lot of defensive shots, trying to get the win. But in the end, the frame was too close. The game saw a surprising number of lucky flukes and near misses, adding to the excitement. In the end, Kyron Wilson was able to get the final frame, winning the match 17-16. Though heartbroken, Anthony McGill graciously accepted his defeat and was highly commended for his outstanding performance. At the 2017 Northern Ireland Open, Mark Allen hit a shot that took everyone by surprise. At a crucial moment in the match against Cao Yupeng, Allen was focused on shooting a black ball but missed the display. When he properly potted the black, the cue ball kept rolling, surprisingly ending up in the pocket. This unexpected turn of events surprised observers and commentators. Allen was so focused on potting the tunnel that he forgot to control the cue ball, making this a shocking mistake. This mistake cost him dearly, and Cao could have won the tournament. It was a frustrating season for Allen. In a memorable match, Ronnie O'Sullivan faced Tian Pengfei and had a shocking moment that left spectators and commentators in disbelief. When the match reached a crucial point, O'Sullivan potted the last black ball and had a direct chance to square the ball in frame 4. As both players had their chances on frame throughout the series, O'Sullivan seemed ready to take the 8th frame and push the match decisively. But in an unexpected turn, he missed a simple black, a mistake that framed his match for Tian Pengfei. The offense was surprising given O'Sullivan's reputation for accuracy and skill. The miss was particularly surprising because it was such a routine shot for a player of O'Sullivan's caliber who would normally shoot with no problem. The suddenness of events stunned the audience, and the commentators could hardly believe what they saw. The 2000 Masters was a professional non-ranking snooker tournament held from 6th to the 13th of February 2000 at the Wembley Conference Centre in London, England. Matthew Stevens emerged as the champion on his second attempt, having previously reached the final in 1996. He faced Ken Doherty, who was making his second consecutive final appearance. The match was intensely competitive, with both players showcasing their exceptional skills. Stevens ultimately triumphed with a 10-8 victory over Doherty, securing the coveted Masters title. A particularly dramatic moment occurred in the 15th frame of the final. Ken Doherty was on the verge of completing a maximum break, a rare and highly celebrated achievement in snooker. He successfully potted all 15 reds with blacks, followed by the colors up to the pink, accumulating a score of 140. However, in a surprising twist, Doherty missed the final black, falling just short of the perfect 147 break. Despite the miss, this 140 break was the highest of the tournament and a highlight of the final. A tearful Jimmy White led mourners at the funeral of snooker legend Alex "Hurricane" Higgins. White, nicknamed Whirlwind, helped carry Higgins' coffin from his family home in Belfast, followed by other snooker greats Stephen Hendry and Ken Doherty. The funeral procession was led on horseback, with the 61-year-old's family and friends following in a solemn party. When Higgins left the house on Roden Street and headed to the Sandy Row neighborhood, the cortege stopped at the place where he grew up and the social housing complex where he was found dead last month. A fresh mural to the late two-time world champion was on the wall opposite the scene of his death. The funeral was held at St. Anne's Cathedral in Ireland. Higgins was found lying in bed in his apartment just over a week ago, believed to have been dead for days after a battle with throat cancer and the long-term effects of a life of heavy drinking. Parts of Belfast city centre were closed off for the funeral, with huge crowds expected to pay their respects to the former champion, regarded as one of the greatest snooker players of all time. Higgins turned professional and became the youngest world champion at the age of 22, defeating John Spencer in 1972. The record was eventually broken by 21-year-old Stephen Hendry in 1990. In 1982, Higgins won the world title for the second time. These were some of the most heartbreaking moments in snooker. Do tell us in the comments about which moment you liked the best. Subscribe to our channel for more exciting adventures in sports.